Hello, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment and the sports capital of the world. And today our special guest is not here today, so his special guest right here, my co-host, Shelly Stevens, and myself, and Joe Cortez. You know, sometimes we want to do a show by ourselves to talk about anything. So I told Shelly, you know what? Let's talk about things that happened in the past. Let's talk about entertainment, talk a little bit about sports.
Yeah.
Shelly, you know, watching you and your husband perform, I mean, I see you guys perform every Saturday night at Lola's. You guys are amazing. I like my favorite song that you sing is "I Will Always Love You."
Yeah.
You sing it just like Whitney Houston.
Oh, thank you.
And Wesley, sometimes it sounds like Barry White.
Yep.
I know, but he sings with a deep voice.
Oh.
But he can sing a high tenor too if he has to. He can do a little bit of everything. He's amazing. And we got a lot of guests that come there. Paul and his wife Colleen, and a couple other your friends that are coming in tomorrow night.
Oh, Megan and Tommy, yes. They're friends of Bob Kellogg's, who is a good friend of ours as well from, Kellogg's Cornflakes. And it's just like a love fest whenever everybody comes
anyway,
to
they're good people. And, our thing is always try to share our love and caring for other individuals out there.
Do.
And we got so many friends out there that come and join us, either boxing fans or entertainment fans. Boxing and entertainment mix a little bit,
Exactly. And it's great, and if a guest can't make it or something because something happens, we're never at a loss for words. Whenever we get together, we can just talk and have a conversation.
You better believe
anytime.
it. We got Halloween coming up. Tomorrow is a Halloween party. Tomorrow and Saturday, people have Halloween parties. It's great. My oldest daughter, she's my little witch, born on Halloween.
I love it.
Cindy. Happy birthday, Cindy. If you're watching, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to you, Cindy. We'll see you.
Yeah, Cindy's my oldest daughter. That's the one that was in a car accident. She's in a wheelchair. But she was like, she was my inspiration when I got hit with COVID in 2020, before the vaccine came out.
Yeah.
I would always think, when I was in the hospital 5 months, and people said, "Oh my God, Joe." I said, you know what? I would talk with Cindy every day on the phone. I do FaceTime with her, and we would talk. And I keep thinking about, and my daughter Cindy, who's quadriplegic, she paralyzed from the neck down in the wheelchair. She doesn't complain about anything, and she drives her own car. You see her drive; she's unbelievable.
She's amazing.
As a matter of fact, there's a gentleman who owns 2 restaurants, an Italian restaurant and a Mexican restaurant at the Mandalay Bay. I believe his name is Scott. He's going to be coming over tomorrow. He said, "Joe, I want to see your daughter driving." He said, "I've been in a wheelchair, but I can walk a little bit. So, I mean, if she can drive, I can drive too." So I want to learn how to drive.
That's awesome.
So he's going to come over Saturday.
Yeah.
Not Friday. Saturday, going to come over to spend some time with her, see how she gets in the car, how she starts her car.
That's great.
It's amazing, She has all the adapters in the car, and for the windshield wipers, the horn and the lights, there's buttons on the door. She hits them with the elbow if she wants to turn them on.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. And she got a little adapter on the wheel, on the steering wheel, so she can turn it this way, that way. And the gas is down this way with a handle, and that same handle, you go down this way. No, this way is gas, and this way pushing is for the brake. So she does it all. It's amazing how she do this. She inspired me when I was in the hospital. So some people complain about they have a tough time. 5 months in the hospital with no visitors, because at the time, remember, they didn't allow no visitors because of the COVID. So I was in there and all by myself. By that time I got on the phone, I was so just inspired by talking to my daughter Cindy. And Sylvia, she had cancer at the time as well. She was going through stage 4 cancer. I think to myself, who the hell am I to complain? I have a little breathing problem, when that happens. So I think, but I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
And I got through with the whole thing. Sylvia with the cancer, she beat that. And Cindy with the wheelchair.
Yeah.
They really did. They were like my trainers. Mentally, they trained me mentally, to get me.
Your family is totally awesome. We love every single one of them. It's like God blessed us when we first met you, and then when you introduced us to your family, and it was like such a love fest. It was love at first sight. And I always say that our family is back on the East Coast, and your family just took us in like family members, and we became so close and just loved them so much. Oh, my goodness.
And then we got my grandson, Bryce, who was playing football. He was with he graduated from Purdue University. He was playing with the Boilermakers, and then he ended up playing with the Vegas Nighthawks. And then the Toronto Argonauts called him and they wanted him in Toronto. He was up there playing for the season, and then all of a sudden they had to get rid of 20 American players. They have a guideline. They have to get rid of American players. So they had to get rid of 20 of them, and he was one of the he was one of the last to go there. So then when he came back, the contract said that he can go back to his other team if they take him back, and they did.
Good.
He was Rookie of the Year last year. So Bryce Hampton was still playing with the Vegas Hawks, but he's thinking about other things. I said, Bryce, everything is not football. Just like fighters. I told fighters, boxing is not your whole career, so you got to have a backup.
Yeah.
I told Bryce, you got a diploma. That diploma, but do everybody reads that diploma, your resume? It goes a long way. So he's thinking about maybe doing something in the medical field as well. And then I got his sister. He's older. He got two other sisters, Ayana and Maya. Ayana is in San Diego State, and she's starting to be. She wants to be an anesthesiologist.
Oh.
So, I'm proud of him. The young one, she still doesn't know which way she's going to go. She's only 13 years old. But, it's funny, talking about being a graduate from a university. There's a fighter named Jojo. I forgot his last name. He's from Kenya. Well, actually, he was born in the States. His mother and father from Kenya. And the kid graduated from college at the age of 13.
I remember I met him here on the show.
Right. We had him on the show, right? That's right. We had him on the show here. I mean, it was amazing. The kid, he saw how big he is. He's a good fighter. He got 24 National Golden Glove championships. He's just amazing. At 13 years of age, graduated from college.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, where's that kid going? I've seen some kids on television, and you go on a YouTube channel, you see these young kids, 8 or 9 years old. They're like genius. They could, unbelievable what they got out there.
I know. And then speaking of fighters, I talked to another friend that I've made since doing this show with you. Her name is Delilah, female referee.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we talk all the time. She's wonderful.
You talk verbally or text?
Text.
Oh, text. Yeah, she's a good referee. She's been refereeing now for about 3 years in the amateur, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And she's ready to go pro. She has. She says she's studying a lot. She gets. She's doing some fights this coming Saturday. I think she got to do like 15, 20 fights. She said, I don't know if there's going to be another official there. I don't think so. I said, well, don't feel bad doing 20 fights. I did 27 fights one night back when I started in the Golden Glove day. And there was a big snowstorm in Brooklyn, New York, and no referee showed up. I was the only referee there. And a lot of the fighters showed up, but no referees. And a couple of judges showed up. So I ended up doing 27 fights that night. I said, oh my God, but sometimes you need that, you got to say to yourself, I can do it. And I tell people out there, you viewers out there watching, anything you want to do in life, you can. Don't look at the negative side, look at the positive side. Say, I can do it. Anything I put my hands on, my whole life has turned into gold. I've been all kinds of business, all kinds of things I've done. Everything's good, and I've been lucky.
I'm
thinking positive. That's why I look at you and your husband. You guys are so professional, people love you guys so much because you guys have that positive attitude about your music. You guys really know how to do it. Really good.
That's why we love it at Lola's. It's like we're drawing more and more people there because we're starting to get known a lot more. Being on the cruise ships for 23 years, it was kind of hard, when COVID hit and we had to come back to Vegas and try to make a new start here. And so Lola's is right down the street from our house, and we used to go there to eat, and there was a guy that was performing there that we knew. We had met him years ago in Japan. He introduced us to Lola. We sang a couple of songs. Next thing you know, we were hired, and so whenever we were not on the ship, we're at Lola's.
Yeah, that's
so great there.
And now you've been there for what, 6 years now?
Maybe 10 by now. I don't even know.
But it's a good place, You got TJ, and you got Kelly,
TJ,
and
Kelly,
you got Carlos,
Laurie. I could just Lexi, all of them.
Carlos just became American citizen.
Yes.
I think officially he gets sworn in on the 7th.
That's right. We're having a big party at Lola's on the 7th as well.
That's going to be nice.
Another big party. We had a party when he got it. What did he get the notice that he was an American citizen?
That
was the party last
that he passed the test and everything.
Right, he passed the
test. So
test.
now he gets sworn in on the 7th.
Yay.
Here in downtown Las Vegas. It's going to be great. Carlos, if you're watching, Carlos, we think very proud of you. Carlos from Cuba originally, and you did it, you made it, and you got a beautiful wife, TJ. I love TJ. Not only is she a good person with everybody, but she's a hell of a dancer.
Oh, yes, she is. Oh, my God. And her mother and father are so sweet. They're there with us every week as well. Yeah, yeah, and then tomorrow night, I keep thinking, what day is this? I never know what
Saturday
day
night?
it is. Saturday night, we'll be there again, and we have some special friends coming. You know, Megan and Tommy are going to be there. They have friends in town from somewhere else, and it just grows and grows every
It
week.
keeps on growing, you know. TJ should be very, she should be very lucky and happy to have you guys performing there because you do bring in a lot of fans.
Yeah, and Paul and Colleen.
Paul and Colleen.
Oh my God,
A lot of individuals come from the German American Club that you perform.
Yes,
you perform
German
there.
American Club and Miller's Tavern from Del Webb.
Yeah.
Everybody's like converging in one place.
Yeah, you see them there. You network with them. That's they want to follow wherever you go.
Yes.
They all end up at TJ's.
That's what we
with
love
TJ's
about
at
entertainment.
Lola's.
Bringing good people together.
And you know, I saw something on the news. Or I heard something on the radio about a 6-year-old kid that shot a teacher.
I heard that.
You know, what is a 6-year-old kid doing with a gun?
Or know how to use it.
You parents out there, man, if you own guns, you know, keep them in a safe place, locked away where the kids can't get these guns. You know, how can a kid take a gun to school and shoot a teacher? That just happened yesterday, something like that.
Yeah.
And we got to be careful with these kids out there.
Yeah.
And also the drugs that's out there, that fentanyl, you know, hopefully we end up cutting it more and more because, that fentanyl, I have a friend named Kevin Oliver and his girlfriend, Juanita Cap. They're from Texas, and he had 2 boys. One died of fentanyl, and the other one got shot the same year.
Oh, no.
That was like 3 years ago. Oh. So, you know, Kevin, my heart goes out to you, and your son rest in peace. You know, they're watching over you, buddy. I know it's been tough on you, and you've gone through some difficult times, I know, and hopefully your things will be better. But you know, we have to try to educate these kids to stay away from drugs and gangs and whatnot, because the gangs and drugs will get you in trouble. You know, when I was growing up in New York, Shelly, Spanish Harlem was a tough neighborhood, and I got into boxing. I think it was more by an accident, because when I was a young kid, I had fallen off a wall playing the backyards in New York. We had no playground, so we go to the backyard, playing the backyard, jump from one wall to another. We used to jump from one building to the other building, running in. And one day I was walking on the edge of his building. I was walking, not the building, a divider of 2 backyards. They had a big wall dividing this yard with that building and this yard with this building. I was walking on the wall there, and the wall was kind of wide like this. All of a sudden, it got narrow, and I lost my footing there. I was holding on the wall, holding on there. It was about 20 feet high. And down, it was all concrete on the bottom. I was holding on. I couldn't hold it no more. My brother, hey, come on, Joe, hold on.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, when I couldn't hold it anymore, I let go, and I landed right on my chin.
Oh.
And I broke my jaw on both sides.
Oh, my goodness.
I lost my jaw on both sides. I lost a couple of teeth in front, one on the bottom.
Oh,
and I got, right here, it was cut, it broke I was wired up in the hospital for a month.
Oh, my goodness.
In Mount Sinai Hospital in my hand. I was there for a whole month. And I was a young kid back then. And I came out, and my brother started boxing when he was about 15. And then he'd come home with these nice little trophy, little medals from the boys club. Come on, Joe, come on down. And my mother said, you can't box. Your chin is, you got weak jaw. You have gone already, broken already. You can't fight. They're going to hit you. You're going to get hurt real bad. So anyway, my brother kept teasing me with the trophies and the medals.
Oh.
And I started sneaking away my brother to the boys club on 11th Street between 1st and 2nd. And that was back in 1959. And then I started working out. I found my brother would laugh at me because I was so awkward. I didn't know how to throw punches correct. He was laughing at me. And little by little, a year later, would you believe, my brother and I both won the New York Novice Golden Glove Championship.
Hey.
I was 16 years of age. 1 year later, I became Golden Glove champion. And my mother, you crazy. I told you not to. I said, Mom, they're not hitting me. I get in that ring, I can move. I was always constantly moving. I would jab these guys, jab, right hand combination, moving. Mom, I had good lateral movement in that ring. Then I won the Spanish Golden Glove that same year, 1960. Then the following year, my brother Mike and I went into the Golden Gloves Open division, and my brother Mike and I both reached the finals, and we both won the championship.
Wow.
Again, and my brother used to tell me, Joe, there's a guy named Angelo Soto. He's a real good fighter. He's been coming to the gym before I started boxing. He's probably the best in New York. I said, really, Angelo Soto? Would you believe that 1961, 2 years after I won my first, 1 year after I won my first championship, 2 years after I started boxing, I had to face Angelo Soto for the Open Championship in Madison Square Garden with over 15,000 fans.
Wow.
Back in those days, Golden Gloves was big. It was sponsored by the New York Daily News. And my brother and I took the Open Championship that year. But it doesn't stop there. Then they had the Easter Golden Glove Championship. The Easter Golden Gloves, my brother and I got to the finals, and we had to fight twice the same night, semifinals and finals. Would you believe my brother Mike, I got him first, I won by knockout, first fight. Then my brother came, 2 fighters after him. I was a bantamweight, the featherweight came up, then my brother, the lightweight, came up, and he won by knockout. So now we had 2 fights, two knockouts. But my brother Mike won, and I had one. Then I had to come back after they had the other divisions fight. I come back around to the bantamweight division again, and actually flyweight, and then bantamweight. So then the bantamweight division, I had to fight there again, and again I knocked out my second opponent. And I still got the newspaper clipping. It says 12,400 fans in Madison Square Garden. Cortez brothers win Easter Golden Glove Championship. Wow, you think that was big? You know, a month later, we had to fight for the National Golden Glove Championship. It was the New York versus Chicago. It was called Intercity Golden Glove Championship, but the Daily News called it National Golden Gloves. And my brother Mike and I was fighting a guy named Oscar German. Oscar German had beat Emanuel Stewart. Emanuel Stewart, one of the greatest trainers that ever lived. And one day I was in Germany, and he told me, Joe, are you the referee that was, because I was refereeing to fight in Germany, and he had a fighter that was fighting over there. He said, are you that skinny Puerto Rican from New York that fought a guy named Oscar German in Chicago, and you beat him? I said, yes, that was me. He said, Joe, you know, I didn't get to the finals because he beat me in the semifinals in Chicago. I said, really? Wow. So anyway, so I beat the guy that beat Emanuel Stewart for the national championship, and my brother Mike, Oscar German was my opponent, and my brother beat Tommy O'Shea for the national championship as well at the lightweight division. So we did okay in the amateurs, you know. It was really amazing.
You have done so many amazing things.
It's amazing, you know. And then when I turned pro when I was 18, and I think I lost, like I mentioned before, I had lost my 5th fight. I lost it by decision in Madison Square Garden to a guy named Tommy. I forgot his last name. Anyway, I lost to a guy from Toledo, Ohio, and he was good. And I lost a decision to him. That morning, when I went from the weigh-in, that morning, we weigh in the same day. Back in those days, now you weigh in the day before. But back in those days, you weigh in the morning and you fight in the evening. I went for the weigh-in that morning and I get the pre-physical with the doctor. He says, you know, you can't fight. He said, you got the flu. You can't fight. You're not conditioned to fight tonight. Oh, wow. So they pulled me out. Then about 3 or 4 o'clock, I felt okay, and I called this matchmaker, Duke Stefano. And Mr. Stefano, I'm calling because, you know, I feel okay now. He said, Joe, the doctor said you couldn't. I said, but if I go there, I mean, he could check me out again. I'm okay. He said, all right, come on down. I went there, doctor checked me out. He said, you okay? You feeling good? You have no temperature now. Anyway, I fought, and I lost it. I was weak, but I didn't get knocked out. I didn't get knocked down, nothing. My brother won that night. He beat a guy named Tommy Morrison, I think it was, that night in Madison Square Garden. But anyway, it was a great career, you know. And boxing kept me on the right track. There's so many things, guys, you fans out there watching. You know, boxing hasn't been easy for anybody. It wasn't easy for me. You got to dedicate yourself a lot to boxing. You got to train. You got to run in the morning, 3 or 4 miles in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I would go running before I went to school. I go to do the jogging 5 o'clock, do 3 or 4 miles every day, and then you got to, after you get to school, you go to the gyms, to the boys club. I used to go there, and you train the boys club. And then when I turned pro, it was the same thing. I had to train, run in the morning. I had a regular part-time job. I used to make donuts. I had a part-time job. I used to make donuts in the subway in New York on 14th Street. And I was making donuts. I was flipping I had a mixer. I had to mix this powder and make the donut, put it in this big machine, and I would pop, pop, pop. They'd drop in the grease, and I would turn them over with a stick. When I see it brown in the middle, I would turn them over with a stick. And I take them out, drain, put them out to drain. Then I got some of them were plain donuts, some of them were sugar donut, and the other one were the what's the other one?
Glaze?
Yeah, the cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon, sugar, and plain. I put them on the thing. They sell that with a coffee. I think it was $1 for $2 and a coffee was $1 back in those days. But anyway, it was a lot of fun with that. They're doing all these good things.
You have so many great stories. Seriously,
I got into the medical
you've
field.
got to write your book.
I got into the medical field of ophthalmology. Dr. Holly Phillips gave me my first shot working as administrator. Next thing you know, I'm out there doing vision screenings for him. I created a program with free vision screenings in New Jersey. Then I started going to New York. And then Chicago. I was all over doing vision screening programs. And it was good because we saved a lot of people from going blind.
Yeah.
Especially those who had glaucoma, you know. And I was not a technician, optometric technician. I was just a manager of a screening program. I created a program, then I hired these girls to work with us, optometric technicians, and they would do all the testing, and I would be there. People thought I was a doctor because I wore a white lab jacket. I was always out there, and the people said, "Dr. Cortez," and I said, "No, I'm not a doctor." "Yes, you are. I can see much better now after the cataract surgery. I've been going to my doctor for 10 years, and you came up there you came to the screening for me. They said you guys did surgery, and it was like nothing. I didn't feel no pain. It was like the procedure took like about an hour, but the procedure itself takes only about 15 minutes, the cataract surgery. So they call it phaco emulsification. It was an ultrasound technique where you remove your lens that you're born with. They call it a phaco procedure. They remove your lens you're born with, and then they put a plastic lens. It's called an intraocular lens. They pop that in your eye, and then they put a patch over your eye. You come back a day later, and they remove the patch to see if you can read the chart. And the people 80, 85 years old, 80, 90, they say, "Oh, I can see again." And you know, they can see the 20/30, 20/40, pretty good. Then they come back a week later again they can see almost 20/25, 20/20 with both eyes, you know. After they do one eye, they can't do both eyes at the same time. They do one today, and maybe a week later, 2 weeks later, they do the second eye. It was so nice to see these seniors. I got a key to the city of Cicero, Illinois, a key to the city of in Patterson, New Jersey, and a key to the city of Newark, New Jersey for my vision screening program. I help people, I save people from going blind. One time, Dr. Phillips told me, "Joe, you know, if you didn't bring that patient into this office, that patient would have glaucoma. If you didn't bring that patient in here, I guarantee you 6 months from now, that person would have been completely blind. You saved that person from going blind, with your screening program." But anyway, it was a lot of fun doing all this, you know.
That was
and these are the things that a lot of you fans they don't know. You think I was only a fighter, I could box, and I can only have, 45 amateur fights. I won 43. I lost 2. And now 18-1 as a professional. You know what? Box rank got me, I think, for 11-1. But I did 18-1 because the fight I'm missing that I fought in Mexico. But you know, guys, I still got a little spark of the old flash. I was calling Jake Paul out. "Come on, man, let's do it. Give me $20 million. I'll come back too myself." Anyway,
I would too.
Anyway, but sorry about that girl, Delilah. Yeah, she's doing really good. I'm very proud of her for what she's doing as a referee, and hopefully she'll be refereeing in 2026 and the pros.
Great.
You know, she got it. She's very dedicated. She does. She sent me a text the day before yesterday that she's sparred in the gym. Not sparring, but she was refereeing sparring session. She did 30 rounds. 30 rounds. You know, I mean, come on. That's a lot. And she does her road work. She works out. She's a cancer therapist.
Yeah, I was going to say she works with cancer patients too.
She does that, and she does a little boxing clinics. She teaches how the seniors doing physical fitness program. So she works with them, teaching them how to throw punches and things like that. She's so caring. She has a son, and he's just became a pilot, a real pilot.
An airline pilot?
Airline pilot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he just said, "That's great." I said, "Wow."
Oh.
I said, "Man, so I'm very proud of that. If you're watching, Delilah, we think the world of you. Keep up your good work. We're very proud. And you're going to be a top referee in due time." Yeah.
Joe, you have so many amazing stories. I wanted you to tell the people about the story about how you caught the mouthpiece.
Oh. Okay.
That was crazy.
Yeah, there was an incident happened years ago when I was refereeing. There was a fight in Primm, Nevada, state line with California and Nevada. It's about 20 miles south of Las Vegas. And I was doing a fight. I don't recall the fighter's name. I do recall the incident that happened. They were fighting in professional fighting, and it was on Spanish TV. I remember it was Spanish TV, and the guy got hit with a mouthpiece. He got hit in the uppercut, and the mouthpiece went flying up in the air. And the fighters were fighting. Mouthpiece went up in the air, and I did a Willie Mays catch, boom, and I caught it with one hand. As they're fighting, I pop it back in his mouth. And people, they were going crazy. They never seen anything like that. And I got a picture of it, and the picture I took it from a video from a Spanish television network. And they showed it when the fighter got hit with the punch, and you can see the mouthpiece coming. I'm back, see the mouthpiece in there. Look it up on Facebook. I'll put it up there last night. It's amazing, you know. And then another time, the fighters were fighting. Not there, another fight in Las Vegas. I was refereeing a fight, and the fighter, the tape was coming off the glove. It was hanging out, and they're moving around. At one point, I grabbed it, I pulled the tape, and it came off. And why the commentators? Oh, what a move that was by the referee Cortez. That was a great move. He didn't call timeout or nothing. But you know what, you guys, don't do what I did. Because you know what happened to you? If that was to happen, let's look on the negative side of it. And look good with me catching the looking up, catching the mouthpiece. You know what? I'm looking up to catch the mouthpiece. These two fighters are so throwing punches. If one of them would have hit one another, if they would have went down, I would have missed a punch. You know, the knockdown. Yeah. So, you know, I wouldn't know if it was a slip or it was a punch. Yeah. So don't do what I did. I got away with it, but don't do it. And the thing with the tape, when the tape was hanging out, and I pulled it, I yanked it off, and it came off. It looked good, but you know what? Supposing his hand would have went out this way. He got hit with a punch. He would have got hit with a hook. He would have went down. They would say, that dumb referee, what the hell you got to tape? Why did he call time? Why did he just replace it? Why did he do that? Now the other fighter got knocked out. So that's why I said, don't do what I did. I got lucky. It looks good, but don't try it.
You are something else. We really have to get all of these things that you tell me into a book.
Well, you know, talking about a book, you know, one day promoter Byron, when he was talking about Manny Pacquiao, and he was promoting, and Juan Manuel Marquez, they were fighting for the fourth time. And he said today in the press conference, he said, you know, if Joe Cortez would have stopped the first fight, as you all remember, Marquez went down 3 times in the first round. He said, if Joe Cortez would have stopped the fight, because back in the old days, you know, 3 times you go down, it's automatically, you lose by technical knockout. But Byron said, if he would have let that fight, if he would have stopped that fight 2, 3, and 4 would have never occurred, you know. So I did it. It came out good. I know that it was first round, so kind of flash knockdowns, but I saw the expression on his face when he kind of got knocked down and his glove kind of touched the canvas and Pacquiao threw one more punch. It was a grazing punch, but it was a knockdown when he was on his way down, and and Marquez looked at me like, getting like, hey, come on, like, ref, you know. I could see he was like, ref, he hit me, my glove is on the canvas. You know, it was like almost the same time the glove touched it and Pacquiao threw another punch. So I said to myself, he reacted to that. That means he's still coherent. I'm not going to stop it. I started counting over him. When I started counting over him, he jumped up and he finished strong in that first round. But you know what? Right. He got a draw in that fight, and then because of that draw, 2, 3, and 4 occurred. You know, the hundreds of millions of dollars that they made in those 4 fights. You know, good fight, but this is what happened. But I tell referees, be careful how you do your job. But it was amazing, you know, things that happen in boxing. I can go on and on, stories about boxing. George Foreman becoming the heavyweight champion of the world at the age of 45. The punch heard around the world. To me, it was an honor to be the referee for that fight. Roberto Duran coming back at the age of 35 and beating Iran Barkley for the middleweight championship of the world. Shelly, and Wesley, if you're watching, buddy, I know her husband, Wesley, he's a big fighter. Hey, Wesley, watch those fights I'm talking to you about. Great fights, great fighters, and I mean, people that love boxing can say, you know, those fights that we watched, that Joe Cortez talking about, some of the greatest fights in boxing history. For me, it's an honor to do these fights. But most important thing is I love people out there. I care for people. People that are a little shady, why not? You know what? I forgive them, but you know what? I still love you. God bless you all. Shelly?
I agree with everything he said. And like I said, write the book. We have a friend named Wanda Weaver. She was on the show a couple of weeks back. She writes books, and I'm going to call her and tell her.
We got to sit down one day with a camera and just sit down and ask all kinds of questions. I can talk about everything.
Yeah, you remember everything.
I try to remember. I still got a little spark of the old flash. I may be up in age, like you said before. I'm trying to be 82 years young. I don't say old, 82 years young.
I love it.
Because I still feel young. And I still got a little spark of the old flesh.
That's
So remember,
right.
guys, we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you at Lola's on Saturday. Joe's always there holding court. You got to come on down.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Take care. God bless you. To keep your guards up at all times. Remember, guys, Undisputed Champ here. And we're fair, we're firm. Take care. See you next week.
Bye.